everybody, it's your girl Sophia Self back here on Sofia's Football Talk to do a prediction for the new Champions League format, more specifically the league phase, where we, instead of having 32 teams, will be having 36 teams in this competition. Obviously, as y'all know, Man United ain't there, my team to follow, but that doesn't mean that I won't be invested and won't be watching the games, because I will. Y'all know, some of you know, Inter is my second team, and hopefully Forza Inter will go ahead and win the whole competition. But I want to give my prediction from basically all the way to the teams getting knocked out and not progressed to the round of 16, and all the way to the teams that will. So if this sounds interesting and you want to continue to watch, then make sure that you first like this video and indeed subscribe. We are on the road to 5K subscribers. Join the SFT membership and let's get into the nitty gritty. Each teams will be facing 8 different opponents. Okay, so 8 games, 8 different opponents, with 4 of them being home games and 4 of them being away games. We have 4 different pots, and obviously a draw was determined to which each opponent would face the different teams in this league phase, where you have in pot 1 the likes of Real Madrid, Bayern, Barcelona, PSG, Inter, to mention a few, and Liverpool of course as well. The teams that finish from 1st to 8th, they will go directly into the round of 16. The teams that finish between 9th and 24 will compete in a 2-legged playoff to secure the place in the last 16. However, the teams that finish 25th or lower, they'll be automatically eliminated from all European competitions, as we won't be seeing any teams from the Champions League then suddenly drop down to a Europa League. So Man United at least have that into, maybe the positive things in Europa League. Yes. So let's start off with the teams that I think will finish from 25th to 36, automatically getting knocked out. And to be fair, this was very difficult to predict, as this is completely new format for the new 24-25 season. The teams here, as y'all can see, is what I think will finish, basically, will be knocked out. Some of you guys might be shocked to see that we have the likes of Milan there. I'm not that convinced by Milan. Yes, they've made some interesting signings, 100%, but their league form hasn't really started that great, and I think it will probably also transfer into the Champions League. I just do not think they will get past it. So, no Inter biased here. I'm just saying, I don't think they're as good as people make them. So, respectfully, goodbye Milan. You will be knocked out. The likes of Celtic as well. You have Bologna, Feyenoord, young boys as well. Dinamo, you have Sparta, Brest. Yes, some of the teams here are more so from the pot 4, unfortunately, like a Bratislava and Sparta Praha, Sturm Graz as well, respectfully, will be, in my opinion, getting knocked out alongside a Crvena Zvezda. Sorry, not sorry. I think they'll give it a go, but I think it's going to be a bit difficult. The same with Shakhtar as well. Yeah, I'm sorry. We have to keep it 100, But I want to then move on to the teams that I think will be going into a knockout round. So you have the teams that finish 9th to 16th in the league. They'll be seeded and will play against the clubs that finish 17th to 24th. So right now, I believe I've had more so Dortmund kind of at the bottom of it, but it was a bit difficult to figure it out because I don't know. I think with Dortmund, they have some more so difficult fixtures that I do think they will struggle with the likes of Barcelona at home, Real Madrid away. I mean, Shakhtar Donetsk, I think they'll do it, but Club Brugge, Celtic, Dynamo Stuttgart, Bologna. I think with Barcelona, Real Madrid, and a Bologna, that can definitely be difficult, and also with a Club Brugge. So I just have a feeling there will be some of these teams that will be struggling more so because of this as being a new format, and they might take the league phase of it, the stage, might maybe be a bit naive and assume that they will just go through easily. And that's why like I mentioned with Milan, I think they will struggle. But Dortmund could still be able to do it though. So just because I have the maybe bottom of it doesn't mean that they won't be able to, you know, go through past the, the two-legged playoffs. For sure they could. You have also the likes of Lille, and you have Stuttgart, Monaco, PSV, Aston Villa, Sporting, RB Leipzig. I think Leipzig will surprise a lot of people. The new signing of Antonio Nusa, the Norwegian, he's cooking so far, and I think they'll manage to go through. Leverkusen, Juventus, and PSG. As the spots for the teams that go directly, which technically is just 8 teams that will be going directly into round of 16, it's a bit limited. Very limited. But I think with PSG, they have been very unlucky with their respective draw. PSG got Man City at home, Bayern away, Atleti at home, Arsenal away, PSV at home, Salzburg away, Girona at home, Stuttgart away. I think PSG is gonna struggle, but I think they'll manage 100% of it. Juve, yes, they got a new manager in Thiago Motta, but this could still be difficult. You have a Man City at home, a Leipzig away, Benfica at home, Club Brugge away, PSV at home, Lille away, Stuttgart at home, Aston Villa away, with the likes of Unai Emery. Don't put your nose up on that. I think some teams will underestimate this new format. So yeah, but that doesn't mean that they won't be going through. You also have Leverkusen, of course, with the Xabi Alonso, who had a wonderful record going unbeaten for over a whole year, but already started off with the new Bundesliga season with a defeat to a Leipzig. So you never know. And Aston Villa with Unai Emery, I think Unai Emery will be cooking up something. I still don't think that I feel that they will maybe go to the round of 16, but we'll see. But once and if they do, I do think they probably will be struggling once they get there, but you never know. And with Monaco, PSV, Stuttgart, Lille, I just didn't think that they will be directly knocked out and not qualify. I think they still be among it, but it might be a bit too difficult depending on who they'll face in the two-legged playoff games. Girona, who did very wonderfully in the La Liga, now finally in the Champions League. Not enough to go directly into the round of 16, but just enough to at least get the opportunity to get a playoff two-legged game. And the same goes with Atalanta, who qualified by winning the Europa League with a Adamola Lokman scoring a wonderful hat-trick in that final, cooking. He's now been nominated for a Ballon d'Or as the only African this year's Ballon d'Or. So big up to him, 100%. Some of these teams will unfortunately not be able to go through, but hey, they'll give us some hella good games for sure, 100%. Indeed. From 8th till 5th, we have the likes of Liverpool that I believe will finish 8th. They got a new manager, a new coach in Arne Slot, who has done very well, of course, the beginning of the season with, him cooking 3 out of 3 wins in the Premier League, completely destroying a United, not really even going past the second gear, but they've been doing their thing. Some really difficult fixture with Real Madrid at home, Leipzig away, Leverkusen at home, Milan away, Lille at home, PSV away, Bologna at home, and Girona away. Those are not going to be easy fixtures whatsoever, and I do think they might struggle a little bit, but they'll be able to just do about to go through. It kind of showed it more in the bigger tests as a Man United, but either way, I think still that they won't be going directly into the round of 16, but they'll be at the bottom of that spot, if that makes sense. Just because I think some of the other teams are a little bit more ahead. We have also Atletico Madrid that made some really good signings. I mean, interesting with Conor Gallagher, but with the Julian Alvarez, of course, Alexander Sørloth as well. They making moves. They're making moves, Atletico Madrid. They are. So I'll be keeping a close eye on them, and we shall be watching out 100%. You also have Arsenal as well, who will be number 6. And with Arsenal, they were not in pot 1, but they were in pot 2, and they had the likes of PSG at home, Inter away, which that's going to be a very tasty matchup, and I cannot wait to watch it. Shakhtar at home, Atalanta away, Dinamo at home, Sporting away, who them struggled with before in the Europa League, will not go at home, and Girona away. Not super easy fixtures, but I think they'll manage. I think some of the away games will be more tough, though, 100%. You got Bayern as well, with the likes of Vincent Kompany as the new coach. Their fixtures is as follows: PSG at home, Barcelona away, Benfica at home, Shakhtar away, Dinamo at home, Feyenoord away, Bratislava at home, and Aston Villa away. So imagine for an Aston Villa having to have Bayern coming to, the ground and at Birmingham. Like, that will be an epic night out for sure. But I do think Bayern will, they'll do enough to go through 100%. But with some of the new signings, I mean, Olise is cooking for both club and country. So, hey. And surely, Kane can get a trophy this season. I don't know if it's going to be the Champions League. A bit unsure. But you never know. We have a Real Madrid that will be finishing 4th for me. I mean, of course, Mbappe. Wonderful signing. But it hasn't clicked yet. It hasn't fully clicked yet. I think, though, it will. And once it clicks, it's going to be long for the rest of us. But I don't know if it will be clicking just around the league phase just yet. But once we probably get to the knockout rounds, that'll be a different story. But I just think that some of the other teams that I have above them will do better. That's just my opinion. But Real Madrid will be facing Dortmund at home, Liverpool away. I think they'll do bits. Milan at home, Atalanta away, Salzburg at home, Lille away, Stuttgart at home, and Brest away. And I think they'll do their thing. Some games could be a draw, you never know, as of course each games you'll get either 3 points for a win, 1 point a draw, and of course 0 points for losing. Inter. I have high hopes for Inter. I really do. With Inzaghi, we have Leipzig at home, Man City away, Arsenal at home, Leverkusen away, Zvezda at home, Young Boys away, Monaco at home, and Sparta Praha away. Some difficult fixtures, but I think Inter will be able to get the job done. I truly reckon that Inter will do it. Then you have Barcelona, with them playing Bayern at home, Dortmund away, Atalanta at home, Benfica away, Young Boys at home, Zvezda away, Brest at home, Monaco away. So the only really difficult ones will be more so Dortmund away, Bayern at home, Benfica could do something, Atalanta, but other than that, I think they'll manage to do it. Hansi Flick got them playing some exciting football, though. Do not get it twisted. But I'm still not 100% convinced with the Barcelona, but I think they'll finish second for sure in this league phase here. And then you have, of course, the one that's going to be at the top, the one that is missing here, and it is indeed Man City. Man City, the reason why I decided to put them pretty high up is because I do think they might have a little bit more of a favorable draw. So you have Inter at home. Inter, I need y'all to revenge, but you never know. PSG away, Club Brugge at home, Juventus away, Feyenoord at home, Sporting away, Sparta Prague at home, Bratislava away. I think they'll get it. I think they'll do it. I think surely Man City, they started off the league wonderfully, and I think they will probably be able to do their thing in this league phase version of the Champions League as well. I genuinely believe that they'll do it. It makes me sick. I want them to get knocked off of their high horse, but that won't probably happen until we figure out with the whole court case thingy. And if they are found guilty, then I need to see a proper consequence for that. Okay? Respectfully. But we'll get there once we'll get there. But either way, here is basically my, prediction. I do not know if this is going to come into fruition. I might have taken it a bit too far with certain teams. I might have done that, but this is a completely new format. And it took me a long time to figure out how to do this because it's a bit overwhelming with this new format. But we're going with this, and hopefully it's going to be something interesting, some good mashups, some good games. And I want to know your thoughts, your prediction in the comments section. Let me know. Feel free to write it down below. And I will, of course, be also, once the league phase is done and we get into the round of 16, we'll also do a prediction for that. But this is more so like the early prediction for the Champions League phase version. And it might change, but hey, we're going with this. But like this video on your way out, subscribe to the channel on the road to 5K. So let's make it happen. Join the SFD membership, another way to help support the channel. And indeed, if you want to win a football kit of your choice, if you play FPL, Fantasy Premier League, then consider joining my league by clicking on the link in the description box. There's also a code there. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Sophie's out. Bye-bye.